up on the phone. Yeah. Good evening and welcome again. Producer Preston is dropping the ball, not going quick enough. He's too worried about what's going on in baseball. It's Thursday night. That means it's the NFL watch party. We are excited to be here to talk with you guys tonight. And it's not a lot going on right now in the football world because the baseball world has started tonight. But we're still going to find a couple of topics to chat about. We got a couple great guests tonight. One you've met before, one you're going to meet for the first time, and two partners of mine in crime that are definitely going to be at each other's throat at least for 30 seconds. At one point, it's guaranteed. Take it to the bank. If you can get to offshore betting, you can take the over on how many times they will go at each other, which we love and enjoy, both Dole Whip Dad and Myers and the Mouse. We'll get to them in just a couple minutes. First off, a special thank you to the Live Place for helping us out tonight and providing a platform for us to be out here. The Live Place, make sure you're awake. TV guide for all your viewing on the internet. Check out the Live Place on YouTube and at theliveplace.com. I want to thank my partner channels, both Myers and the Mouse and Dole Whip Dad. We are live, as we said, every Thursday night discussing the NFL game that's going to be hopefully live in a couple weeks with some preseason starting. And we also talk a little college and a little bit of Disney too. And tonight we might throw in a little bit of baseball as it's all going around. It's tremendous support to us if you would hit the like button for tonight's broadcast. If you're new to my channel, well, welcome. Please ensure that you're subscribed before you leave to be alerted on future content, but not just me. You got to take my partner channels into consideration also, because we are going to rotate this show when the season starts, and you're not going to want to miss a broadcast. We split it up between the three of us. I'm taking the preseason to help me out, honestly, get some watch hours, because I'm trying to build up my channel, and my partners were nice enough to let me do that. So a special notion that we can all be found on social media, on Twitter and Instagram. So please check us out there for social media following. We do have a P.O. box now for anybody who would like to send us viewer mail. We are excited to have that intact, and it is located on the front of our YouTube channel, as well as do Myers and the Mouse and Dole Whip Dad. Before I bring out our guest tonight, let me remind everybody that tonight's episode is about enjoying football, Disney, baseball, and everything else we're going to talk about. We ask you to keep the chat family friendly as we try to enjoy ourselves here, and we want to do it the right way. Okay? We are excited tonight and going to bring in my two co-hosts to get this thing rolling, because there's nothing better than my Statler and Waldorf of my Muppet viewing. Kelly Myers and the Mouse, not at his house. Jeff Dole Whip Dad, not in a cowboy hat. It's a good night here on the NFL Watch Party. Oh, he does have his coffee, though.
Yeah, baby. I don't have my coffee. My magic.
I'm liking that cup.
Yeah.
That's sharp.
I will have my Cowboys cups. I broke all my cheap cups, but I'll have my Cowboys cups by the time we get to the season.
I think Kelly broke all his Chiefs cups, too, celebrating.
Yeah, you know what? I don't want to hear about
that. It's a new year, and who knows what's going to happen. Baseball is playing with an empty stadium, and it's going pretty well. The players are playing. Of course, now we got a rain delay here in D.C. It's only about 38 miles from my house to that stadium.
Oh, yeah?
And,
wow.
Yeah, it's close. If you go right down the Parkway, it's right there. But the problem is 38 miles could take you 3 hours at times because of the traffic here.
That's why I moved out to Southern California right there. Yeah, I'm watching it. Corn. Yeah.
I love the fact that, I can get to, in very simple time, both a National League team and an American League team to see a lot of games.
Cool.
So
that is cool.
It's a lot of fun. So, Kelly, you're out on the patio. You've either been put out by or chased out by the poodle of your mother and father-in-law. We're not sure which one. We're just glad you're here.
It is safer to be out here without the poodle. That is for sure.
Poodles are vicious.
Great to be here. It's great to see everybody in chat. My friends, Pete and Mr. Whip down there. And just because you don't want to talk about it, just want to remind you, Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
That's weird. I think you went on mute all of a sudden there. I don't know what happened. That was interesting.
I actually.
Oh, you need me to repeat that?
No, I'm good.
No, we're good. We get it. I actually have the special logo made for the Super Bowl champions from last year that I've loaded onto my computer, and I will have that up for Kelly for the start.
Is anybody on my side? That's all I need.
I'm going to allow it to be up on the screen the last night before the season starts to celebrate Kelly that we broadcast. But from there we'll go. Hey, Tim Pruitt, I'm glad you got the card today. I can tell you that Tim had a passing in the family, and both condolences from Dole Whip Dad and Kelly, myself and Preston. So we're thinking of you, buddy. So I'm going to throw it over to Kelly to hit this chat up as best he can from the backyard, poolside, and then we'll get to our guest tonight, which we're excited to talk to.
If I miss anybody, I apologize because I am sketching it right now. Okay, the squirrel's running the cage in the back to make sure we have internet, so we'll see how long I can keep feeding him nuts. All right, make it blue. Welcome in, Tim Pruitt. Good to see you. Magic of the Mouse TV. Marin Memphis is here. Samantha Lowe, thank you so much for being here. Dre Houston is here, of course. There's our big bird right there. Making Movies with Alex Bruner is here. Gary B, thank you for being here. Dave Houston. Corner Sports, what's going on? Good to see you, our friend.
Hey.
Francisco, welcome in. And everything, just jump. Mr. Rob Fuzz, the smooth sounds. Mr. Rob Fuzz, please go check out our friend Rob. Got Movie Mania Nick is here. Matt Watchler is here. Stacy, the mod of all mods, Rogers as well. What's up, Waka Waka? And the Little Lynn Project is here. What is up, Lynn? Good to see you. Timothy Rainwaters is here. And I think I may just have gotten most of everybody, if not everybody. If I did miss you, thank you for being here. We do appreciate it.
Making Movies, Alex Brunner, good to see you. And good to see you. 30 in here watching with us tonight to get started. It's an off night, slow night here, but we're excited that you're here with us. Just real quick for those who don't know, we've been acknowledging this, and we're going to kind of keep acknowledging it over the next couple months, not every week. But we do have some of our friends in here tonight that have Muppet insignias by their name, and that's because they were honored with a recognition in our small Disney community for their loyalty, their support, their positivity, so many great things. We're excited they're here. So many great channels involved in doing that. You'll hear us reference some of them as we go through. And so that's pretty cool that we are giving out these Muppet recognition insignias. Yes, Kelly?
I just wanted to say, Stacy Rogers put in your chat. If Kelly missed you in the chat, you can send mail to Myers and the Mouse. Stacy just needed to remind you, the complaint department goes to Dole Whip Dad's mailbox.
I agree with that, actually. Yes, send all your complaints to me and you will get a response. I guarantee it.
6 months later.
Get a response. So for that's just an update on that. It was an acknowledgement that they received. So we're congratulations to all those winners from the other night. We are excited for you. So football world's been kind of slow. The big topic of the night that we'll get into with our guests when they come on will be the Washington Redskins' absolute pathetic choice of a name.
I called that.
It's like I'm really thinking.
I called that. I called that.
Yeah, you did. I know. And it's just ridiculous. We'll get to that with our guests. So, Jeff, what's new in your world? Start with you this week. We went to Kelly last week.
Well, I think we should start right
you?
off with me or with NFL. You want me to talk about the NFL?
Well, with you. Let's start with you, and then why don't we do this week? Because we got two guests. Let's do this. Let's start off with you. What's going on with you? Kelly will talk what's going on with him, and then we'll bring on our guests. We'll talk about that Washington D.C. Debacle to start.
So I've been going live every day for that's absolutely fine. I've been going live a lot, and this week I haven't been going live because I got a little cold. And in this age of whatever this is, you guys are sweet. I've gotten a lot of "Are you dead?" messages, and I'm fine. I just had a little cold. So that's really the biggest news in my house. And I'm going up to the great I don't even know, the great North Midwest. I don't know. I'm going up north next week, and we'll maybe we'll let people know, but we won't. I don't really care if it's a secret or not. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna do a little road trip and get some Disney in and get some family stuff in, and yeah, that's all. Gonna have a baseball show tonight. Baseball's back. I'll be going live after this talking baseball.
Yeah, I'm going to come on with you and talk a little baseball. Our phone lines are open tonight. Nobody on them right now, so they are open. Anybody that wanted to call in and chat. 35 watching. Welcome here tonight. Kelly, obviously, you're going to call in?
I was going to do that. Kelly, you need to have a different mine's taken.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
How's things in your world?
How's things? Busy in my world. Very, very busy. I'm very fortunate to have a few days off. Things around here haven't changed much, except for the COVID numbers have gone up a little bit. So that makes my job a little bit faster, busier, and harder. So wear your mask, people. Be safe. Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
You're working a lot, though, man. You get a couple of days off. I'm happy to hear it. I mean,
I am blessed, right? DJ, but I will tell you this next week, we've got some pretty exciting stuff coming on with Myers and the Mouse as well. Mama Mouse always have, preserving the magic stream on Wednesday. But this is going to be a special week. I have a feeling everybody's going to really enjoy it.
Love it.
Nice. That's awesome. Well, we're excited every time that you both go live, pretty consistent during the week, and great content. Again, if you're not familiar with my partners, if you're new to our channel here tonight, and if you like a little bit of Disney, check them out. We don't ask you to go subscribe. We ask you to check them out, see the content, and do what I did a long time ago, and that is put that down. That is subscribe, and that's how I got to know these gentlemen, and it's a lot of fun. Movie Mania Nick, good to see you. I'm going to help Kelly out a little bit with that tonight as we go through. With that, I'll tell you what, I want to bring in our guests tonight because I want to dig into this Washington thing, and we got two individuals that know their football, that are proud of their teams with the most extent. Both of them will remind Jeff that they also have championships that I guess the Chargers.
I'm excited for both of them, but I've got a specific question for one of them tonight, and it's going to help Stacey Rogers fix her life. So stick around.
Okay. All right. Well, I can't wait for that. Stacey, listen, I don't know what's going to happen with Dole Whip Dad. If he's on your side, that scares me even more. So let's first bring back our returning guest, because right now I guarantee you that he's probably somewhere paying homage on one knee to Tom Brady's former establishment. He is from living in Diz, and right now, he's living in his living room, touching up his.
I'm ready now.
Whatever.
It's Corey. We're excited Corey's here. He's a good friend of ours. Corey, man, it's good to see you, buddy.
It's really great to see you guys. Always an honor to be on the show. I love it. Happy to step in anytime. I have a really good time, and it's a really good group of guys. Really honored to be on the show.
Last I saw, you were diving into a pool.
Oh, that's right. Hey, that was a really good vlog. That sucker hit over 400 views in 2 days.
I'm like, there you go.
Very nice.
Love it.
We don't take the GoPro out to Disney much, but that was definitely a chance to do it and have some fun. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Corey has a great family channel. His does it with his kids. His wife actually is in, out, quiet, but always there supporting, and a true member. And it is a family channel. It is Living in Diz, and we're proud that Corey's part and one of our Thursday evening couch quarterbacks. As you can see, he is a Miami Dolphins fan to the core. And here's the great thing. Okay, I love this. Tammy, I love your wife. I've got to talk with her a little bit on Tanya's chats a little bit. Okay. So I got to talk to her a little bit. I love the fact she's in here supporting you, saying, hey, go Pats. She is a Pats fan too. So we're glad to see Tammy in here today. So with that, and Corey being here, it's only right that we bring in a new face for Thursday nights. It's our couch quarterback. He's a Pack owner. He's a baseball lover. He's a man that has served our country. I believe he was a police officer, if I remember correctly. Am I right on that, Jeff?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, God bless him for his service. I am really proud to have Bill. He obviously is a Phillies fan. He's got his hat going. He's a Packers owner. Bill, welcome in. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me. And I'm just glad to be here to have Kelly's back tonight. I'm tired of watching him taking a beating every week, so I got his back this week.
I agree. I'm sick of watching him take a beating too. Somebody needs him to help him out.
I'd just like to start out here. I'm really surprised. You seem to be a sensible guy, but you got 4 winners on here tonight, 1 loser. I don't understand that. I know the Ravens have 2 Super Bowls. Kelly has 2 Super Bowls now. The Pack has 6. And the Packers. I don't know if I can get it to come in here, but we got a few. But
that's a nice iPad, dude. I like the iPad.
Yeah. Bling bling. Got my Packers owners Super Bowl rings.
It's kind of sweet. I'm not gonna lie.
Bill, your channel, Magic of the Mouse TV, right? I have them saying that correctly.
Yeah, we've been in a little bit of a hiatus lately, personal reasons with my son and stuff going on here. But we hope to get back into it soon. And we picked a guy to do a baseball show with. Says a lot for my taste. But we do a show with Jeff every week on baseball, and his taste in teams, football or baseball, is in the toilet. So.
Oh, your finger was upside down, dude. What are you talking about? Your finger.
Yeah, I was just happy.
I know this is the first time our 2 guests have met, which is great. And that's what this community is all about, bringing new friends together. Both these gentlemen will be our couch quarterbacks every week on our show, as we'll be rotating it, bringing new friends together. Jeff's channel, Kelly's channel, my channel, and we are having a little bit of lag as we go through. I hope everybody can still hear me. We've got storms all over the place tonight throughout the United States, and it is messing with everybody's internet a little bit. So just bear with us, and we're going to try to work it out. It looks like Jeff's got the best right now. So, Jeff, I'm going to try to throw it over maybe to you, and let's get your opinion on this DC name, the Washington Football Club.
Yeah, so I called this actually. If I'm Dan Schneider, I pick a team name for this year and then have a real another team name for next year, because that's 3 different jerseys you can sell. And I've been talking about that all year, but there's no way they could do it proper justice, it being figuring out the right team name, doing the marketing, doing all the stuff they're going to need to do like this. I mean, the Indians are talking about it now, and they've got all their focus groups, and they're going to meet with these people and that people. So I'm not surprised at all. I think it makes sense. You can go the Washington, D.C. football team merch pretty easy, and they really so you got the Washington Redskins merch, you got the Washington football team merch, and then next year you have the Washington, Pumbas or whatever the heck they're going to call themselves. I still think it should be the Hogs. I'm going to throw that in. That's why I threw out the Pumbas. But as a Cowboys Chargers fan, I don't really care what they name themselves as long as we get to play them twice and beat them twice.
There you go. Corey, what's your thoughts? Washington with the name change and came out with the Washington football team is what they're going to be right now.
I really try to reserve the word stupid for special occasions. And that's just stupid. It's stupid. You're telling me that you could not have the amount of money people make in that building, they could not have come up with a real name. Seriously, like you could have taken a bunch of middle schoolers and had them write a bunch of names down and come up with something. That I don't understand it. That's what's the logic behind that? That's nuts. It's crazy. I don't agree with it. I mean,
that's fantastic.
Yeah. What are you doing? I mean, you might as well just change the colors to black and white. The old generic food labels. Just black and white.
Dizzard, Isaac Nail, welcome in. Good to see you here. Detroit Dizzy Duo. Sean, another one of our Thursday night quarterbacks. I'll go back to a host and then down to a guest. Kelly, what's your input on that?
This is a team that made $493 million in revenue in 2018. We can't come up with something for a year. I absolutely agree with Jeff. That's what they're doing here. They're skipping over. They're just going to do it to do it. I think there may be some spitefulness in this decision. To say, okay, you want to mess with the name of my team? I'll give you a team with no name.
He did say he didn't want to change it ever. He said he would never change it. That's what he said. So
that's true.
So I could very much see that being a point.
I think, I agree. The biggest thing is that an accountant from Virginia trademarked about 45 possible names for the new Redskins teams. So that's one of their biggest things, I guess, because there was a lot of good names in there that people were bringing up, and they're already trademarked by a guy. Now, I had a great idea. I sent it into the suggestion board for the Redskins, but nobody got back to me, and I guess they didn't like it. They didn't even have to change their name. Just take the Indian off the side and put a Redskin potato. There you go, Washington Redskins.
It's
Call them the hash browns.
I love it. I love it.
No, I'm hungry.
Bill, obviously a Packers fan. What's I know you're on top of your game up there, like Corey's on his Pats. Talk to me about what's going on in Packerland this year.
I'm not too optimistic. Their defense scares me, and you never know what's going to happen with their running game. That's been some years it's good, some years it's bad, but their defensive line is usually good, but their secondary is usually kind of iffy every year. And
Right.
Rodgers is still a top 10 quarterback, but he's starting to put a few years on, so we'll see. I know they should be a lot better than that team that wears that light blue from California. I mean, the high school team locally here could probably beat them any afternoon.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Could be interesting. Corey, how about in Patriots land? What are you thinking is going to be happening out there?
When I last left you guys, we were talking about Jason Stidham and how we might get 9 wins at best.
That's right.
We were ready to accept the changing of the guard and, hey, looking up at the Bills maybe in the conference. You guys didn't think so, though, but it's a new day now. It's a new day, and the AFC has been put on notice again because Cam Newton is in town, baby. If we have a healthy Cam, which is,
Did you hear about what happened with him today?
I did not.
I didn't.
Oh man, it was it's
Did he get traded to the Bucs?
He threw 2 interceptions today.
And they didn't even play. I like it.
How about that? Hey man,
I loved when he went up there. I loved when he went up there because I was literally got up and I was looking at my iPad for the news of that day and I was reading how he went up there, and within seconds there was Corey texting me. It was either a tweet or a text or something. He was on me. Hey, buddy, look at this. So I love the passion again. That's what these two gentlemen are.
We're excited though, because even if you get like an 80% healthy Cam, it's going to be a lot better than a lot of quarterbacks still in the league.
Could be better than 100% Tom Brady from last year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So what's our over and under now? 9.5?
No, I'm feeling like we can win 13 if Cam is Cam. We can
13.
win
13 what? Wins? No.
Games. You guys told me. Okay, so let's put it like this. Jason Stidham, you guys all said about 10 wins. So when you add Cam,
13's a lot more than 10 in the NFL.
Cam won't make it through 5 games till he gets hurt.
I mean, they still do have the AFC East, and I do still think 10 is likely. I think it would have been 10, or now it'll be 10.
Yeah, I'm not excited.
Then you've got to add 1 or 2 or 3 with Cam. You've got to add more.
It depends. Hold on. It depends on which Cam Newton you're talking about.
It does.
No, I'll give credit where credit is due. If he comes out and plays like he did when he was younger, and he was, jumping over things, and he was making good decisions and quick releases, not the Cam that I saw recently play that was making poor decisions, trying to throw into a very tight area because he felt like he still had the arm and he wasn't hitting anywhere near the spot. So it just depends on which Cam you get. That could be a difference. I agree with Corey. It could be 2-game difference depending on what he does. It's hard to say. I mean, Buffalo is up and coming, and I keep thinking they're going the right direction. What you get with Miami. They're still a ways from where they need to be. I guess.
I might be nuts, but I really like the Chargers roster. Obviously, I'm a Chargers fan. I root for the Chargers and the Cowboys. Grew up in San Diego, and now I live in the Dallas area. So I root for the Chargers. I love their roster, except for they've got Tyrod and they've got the rookie that they just drafted.
Yeah.
I just think we need a quarterback, and I'm glad we didn't get Cam Newton. That's how I'm going to leave that.
Super Disney fan, great to see you in with us here tonight. Let's talk for a second about what we're seeing on TV tonight, or we were seeing until the rain delay started.
Noah. I see Noah.
You see Noah?
Noah, like Ark people.
Oh, the Ark. Okay. I thought you meant big Noah fan or whatever. It was in the.
I mean, I can see
you see Noah. I don't see him, but okay, if he's here, great. Open stadiums. Let's talk about that. Kelly and I and Jeff have all put out our thoughts over time, and we can re-follow up as we go through. Nikki Walker, great to see you here. Let's talk first to Corey this time, and then we'll go to Bill. You're seeing baseball tonight. You had right now the Yankees and the Nationals playing in a completely empty stadium. What's your thought on how football is going to go? Because they are talking one of two situations: completely empty stadiums, or around a 13 to 15,000 fan mark to come in, which basically means people will be sitting every couple 6 seats. They kind of be having people sitting all over the place. What's your thoughts, just on where they're trying to go with everything?
Well, it's really weird to me. I got to see some live baseball Sunday night. We were over at Wilderness Lodge at Geyser Point, nice restaurant if you haven't eaten there yet. And
Nice.
baseball was on. It was the Cubs and the White Sox, and I love baseball as much as anyone. So it was nice to see, but I didn't realize the impact seeing no fans in the stands would have on me. Like, that has an effect on me. Like, it just looked to me like they were having an exhibition game. And
you wanted them to pipe in the fake noise too, if I remember correctly. How do you feel about that?
I did, but I don't know if I stand by that anymore because there's still no fans in the stands. So that would be really
weird. Fox is doing this Saturday. They got a triple header, and they're going to have like freaking Star Wars people in the stands. Like, they're going to have fake people in the right jerseys, and they're going to do the wave, and it's all fake.
Well, hey, that's better than just a crowd, right? Just digitize, CGI.
I like baseball. I don't need fake people in the stands. Like, I'm not playing Sim City, but whatever. I don't know.
It's opening night tonight, and I'm excited, but there's still something missing there, and I just think it's the fact that I miss the fans. I miss the fans just being there, even if I'm not there for the game. Like, it just doesn't seem. It's great to have baseball back, but I'm not as excited as I would be on an actual opening day, and it must be because of the fans.
I am. Kelly, I think you're muted.
Before I ask you to follow up and I transition on that, they just showed something on ESPN where they, behind the Dodgers dugout or behind the home plate tonight, they're going to have cardboard characters of people with faces on them. So that will be interesting. It was just on ESPN just a few minutes ago. So let me ask you this, Corey, before I go to Bill, because I'm going to ask.
We could send in our pictures.
That would be great. I will say this, though, about the NFL side of it. So, as far as I know, some cities are going to let 20% fans, whatever percentages of fans, but I think it needs to be across the board. Like, I got a letter from the Patriots, being a season ticket holder, and it said that Massachusetts will let 20% fans in. But if Baltimore lets no one in, that's not fair. So it's either going to be the entire league across the board or nobody. That's my opinion. I mean, I don't know how much home advantage you can gain with 20% in the stands.
Well, I agree. Do you think, let me just before I go to Bill, would you rather see it be like it is with that or no football?
Oh, I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit.
Hold on, yeah, I got to go to Kelly. I got a storm going over. Go ahead, Kelly.
That's all right. It's all right. It's no problem, Pete. Now I forgot what I was going to say. I'm worried about Pete's internet and his stream.
I was talking about the amount of fans in the stands, and it's only fair if everybody gets to do it or nobody.
Here's the deal. Fair's not going to matter. You want to allow those people to come in like right now, Florida? Is it okay to let any of them in? Should we? Probably not. I think it's going to depend more upon what the CDC recommendations are, the local health departments in those areas, to keep people safe. I think that's the most important thing. As much as we want to see our sports, as much as we want to see our football and our baseball right now, which we really do, we got to make sure that we always go back to the number one thing. That's keeping people safe. Not only the players, but the people that are coming to watch the game.
And I'll be the jerk that everyone already knows I am. Fair is irrelevant in general, and certainly in this. It's not fair that, the Miami Dolphins have to play, the Bills and the Pats, but they got to play them.
I will also say about fairness, I don't think it's fair that all of the Chargers fans could fit into the stadium but under that regulation, and the rest of us would have to hold back.
Captain Akron, good to see you.
We were social distancing last year. We're just ahead of the curve.
Okay.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Oh, God. So, Captain Akron, Jeffrey Resendez, good to see you in here tonight. If we're missing anybody, we apologize. We're working with that. I'm getting texts by Steve World left and right from Epcot.
Buster Posey's out.
Buster Posey's out. Interesting.
He opted out weeks ago. He adopted some twins, babies, and he just didn't want to. And by the way, he's on the Giants. They have no chance. So why would you play?
Why would you play? Yeah. Tracy, welcome. Good to see you here tonight. Bill, what's your thoughts? Empty stadiums and all that from a Packers owner of the team. You own some stock. You're an owner. Talk
Yep.
us how you
I
feel.
wish I owned my Pats.
Yeah, I know there's going to be no fans in Philadelphia, so that across the board is blown out of the water right there. The Packers, I haven't heard what they're going to do yet. I haven't heard anything on that, but I just honestly, personally, I don't think really the football season is going to go anywhere. If we get past the first month, I'll be surprised, because that's you think about it. Baseball, it's a non-contact sport. You can stay away for the most part from everybody. Football, especially the interior linemen. I mean, you're constantly up against somebody, sweating on them, breathing on them.
I agree.
I just don't see it lasting.
Yeah.
Basketball, they brought the players in. They're in one spot. They kind of got a hold on it. They got a shot. Hockey will
zero positive the last time.
Yeah. And then baseball, what happened to Soto from Washington tested positive an hour before the game. So who knows? But I think out of all the sports, football has the least chance of getting the season in.
This might be a question
Yeah, it's
for
going to
Kelly.
be tough with contact. Go ahead.
How does Soto get diagnosed and can't play, but the entire Washington team gets to play? Wasn't he exposed? Didn't he expose the entire team?
We are basically in a state right now that I don't mean like a state. I mean in a situation right now where we're finding that we could do that. We could quarantine the whole team, but of 100 people that get tested, the team, the staff, the management, and all that stuff, maybe 20 people will have it. Maybe. Those are the ratios that are going on. So they start looking at things like close contact.
Of those tested, is that what you're saying? 20% of those tested?
Yeah, it's about 20%. Two out of 100 out of 10 are basically, the other people are sick. The other two are COVID. So 8 and 2. But what they're going to do is they're going to start going, okay, who in the last 72 hours have you spent more than 30 minutes within 6 feet of?
Okay. Interesting.
And that's what the CDC is recommending right now. So now we're kind of doing the whole, okay, now they're starting to backpedal on that. And they're just starting to do that within the last 48 hours, where they're maybe saying, if you live with somebody with COVID, we're going to automatically quarantine you instead of taking the chance or allowing
it's highly likely that if you live with them. That makes sense.
The percentage is higher. So with the sports team, you got to look into that as where are they on that? And so if they spent, like a pitcher spent the whole last 72 hours just training with the pitching staff, what would happen if they took the whole pitching staff out, but everybody else was able to play?
Be like a Phillies team.
That's a good point.
No pitchers. So it's one of those stories where what's the local health department saying? What's the CDC saying? What are they recommending we do? I know a lot of companies right now, a lot of government agencies right now are just strictly following the CDC recommendations. And every time they change those recommendations, that's what happens.
That makes sense.
But I don't know, a private football club or baseball club, are they following the local standards, or are they making their own as they go?
Okay, that's a good question.
Don't know.
Great to see Tony, armchair quarterback, in the chat here tonight. We're expecting to be talking tonight a little football on a slow night, baseball night. You have those, we talk about it every week. For those who are not in yet, there's still opportunity to get in. We have our Pick'em League that we're doing, which is going to be for a cash prize, basically a gift card, Visa gift card, that we will pay out at the end of the year. More for bragging rights, to see if we can outpick each other and who's going to be the best. You get a point each week for every game you pick right. It's done online. If you're interested, you can do me a favor and send me an email and just say, hey, I'd like to know more about the league, and we'll get the information out to you. It is totally free to join, and you can pick them every week. Right now we got about 34, 35 people in there. Not sure why Stacy Rogers says robot. Maybe I'm lagging.
Yeah, you were a little 2001 Space Odyssey there for a minute, but you're good now.
Yeah, we got thunder going over the house, so I apologize. I think God didn't want me to broadcast tonight, but we're going to try to do it anyway. So let's take a minute real quick and talk about, I know, Bill, you said you're in a little bit of a hiatus. You guys plan on coming back with your channel and doing more with it?
Yeah, we plan on hopefully soon doing the podcast again and also the channel. We've been doing more lately with the baseball, with the Bush League baseball with Jeff and my son. We'll see. It's
That's
probably
on
still gonna be
Tuesday
a little-
nights, right? Tuesday nights
Tuesday
at
night, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
10
Eastern.
o'clock. 10 o'clock Eastern.
We had the biggest problem we had here.
Hey, Bill, I don't want people to miss out. Is that just on Jeff's channel or is it on both?
Both. It's on there, and I think we're going to do it a little bit of both now. We're going to do it, Jeff, on Jeff's channel.
So we're trying to get everybody over to Bush League Baseball on Tuesday nights for the show over there because that's a channel for all of us. But what I decided is we're going to do – I'll do a post show on my show after the Tuesday night show, and I'm going to go live on my show on the evenings that I don't have another show watching baseball anyway. And I'm going to promote people – a couple of things, but I want to promote the people – I want to promote Bush League Baseball. I want to promote people I'm playing in my fantasy baseball league, all that stuff. I just want to get more people over there. So I'm going to make it a 1 hour show, turn it into 2 hour until we get them over to Bush League Baseball. That was a horribly long answer.
So the key with that is I would encourage everybody to check out Magic of the Mouse TV. If you're interested in seeing the baseball shows, subscribe to them, and that way you'll know when they're going. And then also, of course, my partner there, Jeff. So, Bill, I apologize for cutting you off. That show is really good. I've had a chance to ninja watch a little bit laying in bed. And I wanted people to have a chance that are baseball fans to get out and see it. So talk to me a little bit more about what you guys got going on.
As far as the show goes, I'm just in the background. My son, he's the walking encyclopedia on baseball. I know a lot of the older baseball, but I think my son does a good job. And Jeff back and forth. I'm just the comedic helpy, and I make sure keep Jeff in line on the show. That's about it.
He's not doing a very good job of that, by the way. I'm just going to throw that out there.
It's a full-time job.
It seems like
the heavy guns will be coming out soon.
Did anybody stay on baseball for a minute? Did anybody see Dr. Fauci's opening throw for throwing out the first pitch? He and Snoop Dogg are right there. I don't know if you saw Snoop Dogg's throw, but Dr. Fauci, stick with the medicine, big guy. I'm just going to throw that out.
Was he as bad as 50 Cent?
I think it was.
You ever see that one?
Yeah, I think it might be the worst one I've ever seen.
I just want to say real quick, in chat, I think I love Andrew Bidding. He just made the comment of the night.
What was that?
I also love Andrew
He
Bidding.
wanted to ask Jeff if the Stairs home run against the Dodgers a few years back has come down yet.
I don't even know. I swear I don't remember what he's talking about. Him or Matt Adams, I don't know what he's talking about. Jack Clark, Bobby freaking Thompson. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. No.
Movie Mania Nick says I did just a bit outside with Fauci. Laugh out loud. That's great.
Oh my god,
so,
that was like I wanted to go play catch with him just to make him, have a shot. It was horrible. You'll all see it tonight, I guarantee it. Or tomorrow.
Absolutely. Well, they're showing highlights right now on ESPN of the game, so we'll see what they'll do.
But it's something.
Corey, with your channel, you guys have been really busy.
We've been really busy. We just came off what probably was the best week of our channel. We started the week at 1,430 subscribers last week. I think we were at, and we were lucky enough to stay at Wilderness Lodge on Sunday night. So that gave us 3 park passes between our AP passes, and when you stay just a single night on Disney property, you actually get park access for the day you check in and the day you check out. So we were able to get some bonus time in the park. So I live streamed 3 days in a row, 6-hour live streams with a 3-hour live stream in the middle. And it was really good for our channel. It grew our channel well over 100 subscribers in just a few days. And we've upped our game in quality. We now are bringing Resort TV One type quality sharpness. I'm coming for you, John. No, I'm just kidding. Close. It's close. It's close because we had been growing over the last few weeks, a couple months, watching this channel grow. And I knew once we hit the parks, it was going to really start to take off.
Nice.
But the problem was the quality of the stream was not where it needed to be. And I felt like we were losing people because of that, or it was hindering our growth. So what did I do to improve it? I actually went, for me anyway, I use a Samsung S9 Galaxy Plus phone for everything I do. And I have Verizon as my carrier. A lot of live streamers in Disney have T-Mobile.
Yes, I've heard that.
I was trying
Walt is
Yeah. So I was trying not to move over to that because of our family contract. But what did it for me was I went from using the YouTube app over to Streamlabs.
Nice.
And then went into the settings and adjusted the settings specifically to what I needed. And just like that, live on stream, it just changed.
That's awesome.
And that was
So
with the
Corey, I
help
will
of
tell you. I'll tell you. I use a Galaxy S9 Plus. I also have Verizon, and I have had very good success with better quality, as well as I've had one fireworks stream from the hub
Ooh.
in 1080p.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That's hard
Yeah.
to do. So I
Yeah.
think Verizon is a good choice for you. I do. That's just my personal opinion.
That's what I took away from it, because I'm like, look at what I'm doing now with Verizon. And we added the dead cat microphone to it as well, to the gimbal. So happy with that. That's not an issue anymore. And the channel did really well this past week with the streams we did. So we're really excited.
That's fantastic.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're happy for your success. He's got a great little channel, and he continues to grow. And one of the things we didn't acknowledge, I don't think recently, speaking of growth, is up in the right-hand corner, as much as on my right-hand corner, at least. Maybe it's not yours, but he's in a Falcon shirt right now. We want to congratulate our partner for over 4,000 subscribers recently. So,
As long as you don't think it's
awesome.
a Falcons, I will accept that. Thank you.
And what's more impressive, he does it from home.
I mean, they won't even let me go or leave the house anymore. What the heck? So,
There's proof.
It's a unique thing.
There's proof. If Jeff can get 4,000 subscribers, anybody can do YouTube.
that's what my mom and my wife said too. What the heck? You been talking? Heck.
The phone lines are ringing off the hook. I got a Thursday evening quarterback on the line with me. Dale, my brother, what are you doing? Yeah. Dude, you need to be taking.
I think we've got Robot Dale, but we're not quite sure.
You heard?
Is that Browns, that Bears fan?
I think Dale's trying to
That's
talk in the
the
middle of
problem.
a thunderstorm.
That's the problem. They can't even patch a phone call in Bears fans.
I want to hear it. Take it up
Oh,
there by
we
the speaker.
can't hear you.
Now we can hear him. He's right there. Dale, go ahead. Say that again for me, buddy.
I thought you were a good guy, but you've got a Packers fan in the corner of your screen. I'm not sure what type of levels you're stooping to, but I don't know what's going on.
Hey, Dale, how many of these do you have, Dale?
I've been keeping my eye on this guy, and he does seem like a pretty good guy, though. So I think you might have got one of the better Packers fans out there. So I guess I'll let this one slide.
Well,
but don't do it too many at a time.
I might have to bring Bill in as a surprise guest when the Bears play the Bucks, just to even out the side. I don't know. We'll have to see about how that goes.
Well, they do play the Packers twice. That would be a good time,
I would
too.
think, yeah.
Careful with those Packers fans, but it looks like you got a good one, or one of the better ones here, I guess I should say, if nothing else. But yeah,
Well-
that's my 2 cents for the night.
Well,
Dale,
I thank you
do you guys have a
for calling.
quarterback yet? That's what I need to know. Do you have a
Wait,
quarterback yet?
Jeff says you don't have a quarterback yet. He just wanted to remind you.
My Chargers don't either. I'm asking.
Oh, you're asking,
Well,
do the Bears have a quarterback yet?
They got Nick Foles.
I'm only down. We're just not sure about one position. He's got like a whole team to worry about. So,
Super Disney fan wants to know, Dale, are you still living in 1985?
Oh, Super
He's
Bowl.
still doing the shuffle.
that's the only year I can live for.
Bring
I
back
love it.
Jim
Hey,
McMahon,
we
baby.
appreciate you calling in, being one of our couch corners. Yeah, Dale,
Have a great.
do the Packers fan says to tell you, go ahead and do the shuffle and have a great night.
All right, you guys as well.
All right, brother.
Hey,
See you. Dale's a great friend and one of the couch coaches. And I know that he thinks a lot of Bill, but he wanted to call in tonight, have a little fun because of the rivalry. You guys do play twice this year, Green Bay and the Bears.
Well, every time we play the Bears, it's a wine and cheese party. We eat the cheese and they wine.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
I like
Bill,
it.
So here's the thing.
Love it.
Dale called in on you. I'm giving you permission to call in or come in live the night the Bears play the Bucks on Thursday night. Okay, and give Dale a little bit of it back.
Hopefully we get to that.
You know what? I hope so too. Let's talk about that a little more.
So we talked about, hey, they play twice this year. I don't know. Did you guys hear what the Raiders owner said today? Because it's kind of the biggest football news. I'm guessing nobody did. Raiders owner Mark Davis has officially gone rogue. The NFL commissioner Goodell sent out a memo where he asked each of the league's 32 owners not to comment or speculate on how the 20 season might play out. Davis came out and said there's 3 options. One option is normal, 16-game season. One option is a 12-game truncated season. Option 3 is we don't play in 2020. And they were told not to say anything. This was back in May, and Mark Davis came out today and said, yep, we got 3 plans. One of them is we don't play. One is we play 12 games. One is we play 16. I think that's kind of important.
What is the NFL waiting for? Don't camps have players started reporting?
They're waiting to see if baseball works. They're waiting to see if the NBA works. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, that's what they're doing.
But this week players started reporting, right?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, there's no preseason games. I don't know how they're going to practice. They've already said it was down to 2 and now it's none.
I don't.
Should be interesting.
Oh my God, I just saw the Fauci throw. Oh my God.
I told you, right? Please stay in the medical profession.
He didn't even throw it in the batter's box.
Yeah, I think it might. Here, I'm watching it now too. I think that. I mean, it's at least equal to the worst one I've ever seen by an actual human being. I don't.
There was one I saw. It was a few years ago, and the team photographer was behind home plate taking a picture as this person threw it, and he got nailed just a little bit below the belt,
just where you don't want to get
straight on the line.
Yeah, when I'm having a bad day, I watch that on replay. It's just funny.
It is kind of crazy. I mean, well, I guess they're all waiting to see what's going to happen. I did see that there was, the formal protest by the players in reference to Black Lives Matter.
I think the NFL is pretty politically insane, and I think that they could shut down I don't think we're going to play. I hope I'm wrong. I don't think we're going to play.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Good night, Len.
Bye, Len. Continue.
See. Paul D, welcome in. Good to see you in here. Thank you for joining us. 46 in here live. If you're enjoying what you're seeing tonight, please hit that like button for us. We do appreciate it. Again, this show will rotate during the season, bearing that we have one as we're talking, between myself, Dole Whip Dad, Myers and the Mouse, every Thursday night, and we will talk about the game that is being played. We'll have guests on like we do tonight, fans of those teams to talk a little smack, to enjoy the game, just to have fun. We started this last year. My partners took it and ran the ball into the end zone last year with it and did an excellent job, and we're looking to have a lot of fun with it coming up here. So, Kelly, for a minute, obviously, looking at everything that we're talking about, being a defending champions that you are, from what are they talking about in Kansas City? Are you hearing much? Is it quiet? I know here in Baltimore, it's quiet.
There's some excitement still. I mean, we're coming off a Super Bowl. There's excitement. People are talking about it. Here's the 3 options Kansas City has. We don't play. We win the Super Bowl. We get to be Super Bowl champions for 2 years, whatever. We're still there, right? 2, we play 12 games. We win the Super Bowl. No problem. 3, we play it on Xbox, and we win again Super Bowl. So all of these 3 options lead to Kansas City having another good year.
In all honesty, did you see what your boy Tyreek said?
No, I did not. Go ahead.
He said something to the effect of they're planning on winning 7 now that they signed Mahomes for 400 years.
Once they signed Terrell Owens, too, it could be 8.
That's a huge bite. I hate to hear him say that. I think we talked about this before. If he wins 2 more Super Bowls for the Kansas City Chiefs in that 10 years, he will have paid his salary, period.
Yeah.
So
how many quarterbacks in the history of 3 Super Bowl championships? That would put him in the top 3 or 4 players ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Could happen, though.
That would.
I'll tell you what. I'll even take a losing season as long as they're beating the Chargers. I don't care. We'll be all right.
Rumor had it Johnny Johnston's is in Kansas City already fitting them for next year's rings.
Oh, Lord. That I don't like to hear, being a Ravens fan. So, Lynn Project stepping out. For those who don't know, Lynn goes after us. We encourage you to check her out. She's got a great channel. I guarantee you'll enjoy the content over there. We hope that everybody that's over here that's going over to see Lynn will tell her Pete, Jeff, and Kelly are throwing her the ball, to start her show when you go over from us and we finish up here in just a couple minutes. Let's talk final thoughts here. We're coming up with about 10 minutes left. The Dodgers are getting ready to go live. I know that it's Jeff's favorite team, so I want to finish on time tonight so that he can watch his team play. Get over to see Lynn and all that kind of good stuff. So, Bill, just final thought, football season, your team, tell us anything, recap with your channel, all that stuff.
Yeah, just real quick. I know Caitlin, Make It Blue, she had a comment about the Packers. I just told a real quick story. I went to a Packers game a few years ago, and I hate cold weather, but I had to go to Lambeau in the cold. It was minus 15 at kickoff. But the day before, we took the tour of the stadium, and we went into the locker room and out onto the field. And we're going down the elevator, and the guy that was giving the tour, he's telling us about everything. And he said, we get people from all over the world come and take the tour of Lambeau, and we get people from all 49 states. And I'm looking at him like, what's this guy, a little goofy? He says, oh yeah, that place next door too, and he meant Minnesota. So they're actually harder on Minnesota and Green Bay than they are the Bears, believe it or not. I don't know why, but Vikings usually have a little bit better team than the Bears, but that's besides the point.
That's great. Well, we encourage everybody to check out Bill and his channel, the Baseballs show that he's got going on is Bush League Baseball. They run on Tuesday nights, and it is a phenomenal show. And we're so glad that Bill, with his Packers knowledge, being an owner of the team, owning some Packers stock, we're proud that he's our Green Bay Packers.
So can I ask you, Bill, you're from Philly, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're from Philly, and you root for a team that's not the Eagles. Can you help Stacy understand how to,
I used to be an Eagles season ticket holder. And when Norman Brayman screwed Reggie White over and Reggie went to Green Bay, I followed. I was done with the Eagles. He screwed the team over royally, and I don't, that would be like the Yankees letting Mickey Mantle go. That's what Philadelphia thought of Reggie White. And when he went to Green Bay, he only played there for a couple of years. And when I went out there to a game, there's a lot of beloved Packers players that have played there over the years. But believe me, there's not any of them that are any higher than Reggie White. And every time at the games out there, they always play a comment he made. And I almost did a zip slip there, but I caught myself. It ticks the Eagles fans off to no end. But the Packers play it, and he called the Packers fans the greatest fans in the NFL. And it's just to make it short, it's true. It's like the Twilight Zone when you go out to Green Bay. It's nothing like going to you got to worry about your car not having any tires or getting mud coming out of Philadelphia. Green Bay, they invite the visiting fans in, buy them beer. It's crazy out there. It's unbelievable.
They don't throw snowballs at Santa Claus.
No, Santa's good out in Green Bay. He'll come out intact.
Well, transitioning over to our buddy Corey and the Pats that he follows. Corner Sports threw out a little comment there. The Pats have been to the Super Bowl so many times they almost changed the name to Patriots Invitational. Tommy is Corner Sports, one of our couch coaches, a big Patriots fan, much like Corey. Your
I'd like
final
to thank the Packers for this ring, and the Patriots for this ring. There you go.
Macabre Shines. That's only the first three.
I think I saw that on Breaking Bad. Did you steal that from Breaking Bad? Is that Tuca?
My most prized possession.
That's our season ticket holders gift you get, isn't it? Or did you have to buy that?
I had to buy that one. That sucker, not that I talk about what I buy things for, but that sucker was like $400.
Wow.
Very nice.
I know the assistant editor of Patriots Football Weekly, and he cut $100 off it for me with his discount. So I had to have that. I called my wife and I said, I have a chance at this thing. And I don't care if I had to trade everything I own to the Patriots. I need that. She's like, go for it.
Nice.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I do love that thing.
How about your final thought of the night, Corey?
Final thought of the night. I love football. I love it so much. I love it, as much as you guys. Love my fantasy football, all that stuff. I just hope they play.
Me too.
I really hope they play. It's up in the air, though. It's really up in the air. I thought that I'd get maybe some inside information being a season ticket holder, but even the emails I get from New England are that much in the air. The one I got the other day was they met with the state of Massachusetts and they agreed to 20% capacity if they do play. and we did have to pay in full. I don't know if Pete had to pay in full, but we did have to pay in full for all the games. But be on standby for any or all that may be canceled and refunded. So I hope they play.
Real quick.
Yeah. That's right too. So the other thing that they did say in my email was that you will not be guaranteed to sit in your seat. We're working on a new seating plan for distancing. So be aware that if you do go to any games that you will be spaced out, and also kind of be ready for not having full access to all the games. You may get 2, you may get 3, and these are the ones we're going to give you. And if you don't like them,
sorry.
Tough. Yeah. Or they did have that other option where fans could just decline the tickets for this year and you still have full rights next year, which is a nice option. But
they don't have 100% capacity. They can't have 100% attendance.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as our channel, we have a lot of stuff going on. Maybe a little too much for me to keep up with. But yeah, we do 2 live home streams every week to keep the channel going live. We're live every weekend from Disney World, guaranteed, with a live stream. So it's a lot of fun. And we do at least 2 vlogs a week, documenting our adventures in Disney. And it's not just me. What brings the whole channel together is my daughter with this outstanding personality. She's 13. My son as well, who's 12, and my wife. So it's a whole family of 4.
I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
That's what drew me to you when I first found you. Was that
every video? There's something where everybody shines. My wife shines because she's quiet. She's known as the quiet one, but she shines like during like merch. If we're doing merch live or a vlog, she likes to show things. So I think she kind of forgets she's in front of the camera a little bit. So I let her go. We go for it. As far as my son, he kind of stands back when we do like park fun videos, that kind of stuff. But he loves doing merch videos with Dad. And he doesn't care if he goes to the park one day and he and I do like resort walkthroughs like all day long. He's like, I love that, Dad. So yeah, nice. Good family dynamics. Got a lot going on there. So come check us out if you haven't checked us out yet and become part of the Diz fam.
Absolutely. I encourage that. As we say always, we encourage you to go take a look at their channels. I'm not asking you to subscribe. I'm asking you to take a look at their content and do what I did at different points through the last 3 to 5 years and find a channel and say, wow, this is pretty good, and actually subscribe. And that's how Corey and I became friends through this whole thing because I subscribed to him and then started reaching out to him and said, hey, this guy's pretty cool. And then we started talking going forward. Last week, it was Kelly's turn. Mr. Jeff, it's your turn to go first. What do you got going?
The Dodgers are playing tonight, and so am I. I'm going to go live tonight after I put it for a half hour after the show, forgetting about Lynn's stream. So I just backed it up at 10 o'clock my time. In an hour and a minute, when Lynn shows up, I'm going to go and talk some baseball. And so then this weekend we've got Adults in Disney on Sunday night, and me and Lynn go live with Creator Talk, and then I'll be on the road next week somewhere fun that you'll find out about it.
Nice. Kelly?
Thank everybody for being here. Thank our guests very much for being here, guys. We really appreciate you guys being here. Corey, congratulations. Great job. Good to hear that things are going so well for you. That's awesome. We're really excited for you.
Thank you.
Okay. I will let you know that I am getting eaten alive by mosquitoes out here. Okay. What was it? 2 weeks ago, I was on top of an RV. Now I'm getting eaten alive by the bugs.
He's dedicated.
I love working with these guys. I love having our guests on. Guys, thank you so much for being here in chat. We appreciate you guys so much.
Awesome.
I wanted to just say, if I could, that Corner Sports is near and dear to our hearts because they are in the city of New Bedford, Massachusetts, where I was born and raised, and I have used and bought equipment from Corner Sports when I was knee-high to a grasshopper playing Little League down the street.
See, and one of my favorite restaurants of all time was over in Bedford, and that was the Cafe Luigi's over there. It was right by the Whole Foods, and it was phenomenal. I miss going up to that place. So please take the time to check out the channels we talked about here tonight, Living in Diz and Magic of the Mouse TV, and, of course, my 2 partner channels, Dole Whip Dad and Myers and the Mouse. Check them out on all the social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You'll find hours and hours of playlists full with your NFL, your Disney, your creator, all kind of things, different content, different categories. Check them out. Find great things you have going on there. Again, please subscribe on your way out if you want to be alerted of future things going on here on Thursday night, as we'll be live watching the shows, bearing that the season happens. And of course, Twitter and Instagram for me and P. We remind you of key programming throughout the week. Sunday nights, you got Mouse Talk in the early evening. You've got myself at 8 doing our off-the-wall chats. This week we have big 6'5" Prince Charming Dev in the house, which should be fantastic. And I'm followed up by Dole Whip Dad with both of his shows. Great Sunday night. Monday night, Triple P, Steve's World, Mickey's Magic, fantastic run there. Tuesday nights, Zippy Doodad, Vipery Project, LBV, and Bush League Baseball is on Tuesday nights for the baseball fans. Check that out. Wednesdays is this and that. Thursday nights, Living in Diz is on every Thursday night. Corey Meets World. That's a double dose of Corey on Thursdays and followed up by this show. We got Friday nights, Rob Fuzz Live, RTV1 with Friday Night Live, and Saturdays finishes out the week. Disney World Freak, Mouse Talk, and the Shep family is going there. And then, of course, our other good friends, Magical News Live, the WW Couple both go live from the parks consistently throughout the week. We're excited that with all the content that they're bringing, so please follow up down. Again, shooting over to Lynn's channel, The Lynn Project. She will be going tonight. We encourage you to tell her that Pete, Jeff, and Kelly are handing her the ball to take and run with. Finally, I always close it out with a simple Walt Disney quote that he said at one point that his greatest reward was that he thought is that he was been able to build this wonderful organization, to have the public appreciate it and accept what I've done all these years. This is a great reward. And I always tell Walt, mission accomplished. You can rest in peace, my friend. We close with a final thought each week ourselves. The world's a better place when you put a smile on someone's face. Hopefully with these 4 gentlemen here that I have tonight, we've put a football smile on your face and maybe a couple other things too. For the producer, Preston, on my shoulder, for myself, for my 2 guests, and my 2 co-hosts, we always tell you, don't be a stranger, don't be alone, just be Woody, Buzz, or Rex.